Ever wondered where the bedrock of scientific revolution was officially logged? Where the genius of Isaac Newton, the mind that reshaped our understanding of the universe, had its foundational existence legally recognized? It's a question that might seem straightforward, a simple matter of historical record. But as we delve into the life and times of this monumental figure, the answer becomes surprisingly nuanced, weaving through centuries of legal frameworks, geographical shifts, and the very definition of what it means to be registered. Think about it. Today, when a company is founded, a patent is filed, or an individual becomes a citizen, there are clear, established processes. Databases hum with information, government offices meticulously record details, and digital footprints are instantly created. But rewind the clock several centuries, back to the era of powdered wigs and quill pens, and the landscape of official registration looks vastly different. Isaac Newton lived from 1643 to 1727. This was a time before standardized birth certificates as we know them, before national identity cards, and long before the intricate systems of intellectual property registration that govern our modern world. So, if we're asking where is Newton registered, we need to unpack what registered even meant in his context. Let's start at the very beginning. Newton was born in the hamlet of Woolsthorpe by Colsterworth in Lincolnshire, England. His birth on Christmas Day, according to the Julian calendar then in use, wasn't marked by a formal registration in the way we understand it today. Instead, births were typically recorded in parish registers, maintained by the local church. These registers served as vital records of baptisms, marriages, and burials within the community. So, the first place we can look for a record of Newton's existence is the parish register of Woolsthorpe. This would likely contain the date of his baptism, a significant event in the social and religious life of the time, and the names of his parents. While not a registration in the modern bureaucratic sense, it was the primary way an individual's entry into the world was officially acknowledged and documented within their local community. But Newton's life wasn't confined to a small village. His intellectual prowess led him to Cambridge University, a center of learning that played a pivotal role in shaping his scientific journey. Did Cambridge register him? Absolutely, in the sense that he would have been formally matriculated as a student. The university kept records of its members, detailing their entry, academic progress, and any degrees conferred. These records, meticulously handwritten and preserved over centuries, stand as a testament to his time at this esteemed institution. They document his intellectual development, his interactions with other scholars, and the foundations of his groundbreaking work. Think about the sheer volume of intellectual output that flowed from Newton's mind during his time at Cambridge and beyond. His work on calculus, optics, and, of course, his laws of motion and universal gravitation revolutionized scientific thought. Today, these discoveries would be prime candidates for patents and intellectual property protection, meticulously registered with government agencies. But in the 17th and 18th centuries, the concept of patenting scientific theories was non-existent. The dissemination of knowledge relied primarily on the publication of books and scholarly articles. Newton's magnum opus, Philosophiae Naturalis Principia Mathematica, published in 1687, wasn't registered in a modern sense. There wasn't a central authority to log its creation and ownership. Instead, its significance was established through its impact on the scientific community, its rigorous mathematical framework, and its profound explanations of the natural world. The book itself became the testament to his intellectual property, its widespread adoption serving as a form of recognition far more powerful than any formal registration of the time. Later in his life, Newton held prominent positions within the British government. He served as warden and then master of the Royal Mint, a crucial role in managing the nation's currency. This involvement in public service would have undoubtedly generated official records. His appointments, his decisions, and his administrative actions would have been documented within the ledgers and archives of the Royal Mint and the government. These records, while not directly related to his scientific achievements, represent another form of registration, his formal inscription within the machinery of the state. Furthermore, Newton served as president of the Royal Society, the leading scientific organization in England. His tenure at the helm of this prestigious institution would have been meticulously documented in the Society's records, detailing his leadership, his correspondence with other scientists, and his contributions to the advancement of knowledge. The Royal Society's archives hold a treasure trove of information about Newton's later years, offering another perspective on his formal involvement in the intellectual landscape of his time. So, where is Newton registered? The answer, as we've seen, isn't a single location or a simple database entry. It's a tapestry woven from different threads of historical documentation. He's registered in the parish records of his birth, marking his entry into the world. He's registered in the matriculation rolls of Cambridge University, signifying his intellectual journey. His groundbreaking discoveries, while not formally patented, are indelibly registered in the annals of scientific history through his published works. His service to the Royal Mint and the Royal Society left its mark in the official records of those institutions. Perhaps a more accurate way to frame the question is, where is the evidence of Newton's existence and his profound impact on the world officially recorded? And the answer to that is multifaceted, spanning local church archives, university records, the printed pages of his seminal works, and the historical documents of the institutions he served. It's a reminder that the concept of registration is a product of its time. While we now rely heavily on centralized databases and digital records, in Newton's era, official documentation was more localized, more reliant on physical records, and often tied to specific institutions or communities. The absence of a single, neat registration for Newton doesn't diminish his significance. In fact, it highlights the evolution of how we document and acknowledge individuals and their contributions. His legacy is etched not just in formal records, but in the very fabric of scientific understanding, a testament to a genius that transcended the limitations of the registration systems of his time. His registration is ultimately in the enduring impact of his ideas, a registration that continues to shape our world centuries later. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.